Wow, where to start with this movie? Eye in the Sky. So Eye in the Sky stars Helen Mirren, Alan Rickman, Aaron Paul, Barkhad Abdi, whose name I hope I'm pronouncing right, Phoebe Fox and Iain Glen. And in this movie, Helen Mirren plays a colonel who has been working on a mission for 6 years. That mission is to find a known terrorist who is responsible for quite a few bombings that have happened in Kenya. And when she actually tracks down this terrorist, they find out that they are preparing for another attack, meaning that a group of people are now in a very tense predicament as they try to follow protocol before actually going through with the mission. And I have to say, this movie was incredibly tense. This movie is so well directed by Gavin Hood. He takes such care and precision with every shot that he does that this movie throughout its runtime is just building and building and building the suspense to the point where you're on the edge of your seat. You don't know what's going to happen. You are there with these characters. The writing for this movie was really good. The dialogue between the characters felt realistic. There was some nice subtle humour thrown in there, but not too forced that you hated it. And the performances are fantastic. Helen Mirren is superb as the Colonel in this movie. She's a very authoritative character and she's making all these decisions which some people may disagree with. She's very stern and she does stand by her decisions. But you can tell that although she's doing this to try and stop these terrorists before they go out and kill hundreds of people, that it is really tearing her up inside that this may actually harm one person. Aaron Paul and Phoebe Fox, they give great performances as well. They both operate the drone in this movie. They're the people controlling the drone, so they're watching everything. And no matter what the decision is, they're the ones that have to pull the trigger. So they're the ones that really take all of this on. And yes, you can say that they are taking orders, but they're the ones that have to live with it if an innocent person is killed in the process. As for Iain Glen, he plays the British Foreign Secretary in this movie, and I didn't really feel like he was needed that much in the movie. That's the same for quite a few of the politicians for this movie. I didn't really feel like their story arcs really needed to be there. But overall, he was good in the movie and he did give a good performance. Barkhad Abdi gave a great performance again. You'll remember him from playing the villain in Captain Phillips. And just like that movie showed, this guy's a great actor and I can't wait to see other things he's in. He gave a great performance in this movie. But the standout performance for me personally was Alan Rickman. And I believe this may be his last movie before his death. I'm not 100% on that, so don't take that as fact. But if it is, then he definitely went out with a bang because he was phenomenal in this movie. He was very stern while also being very emotional. And he was very funny as well. He brought the majority of the laughs to this movie. But there aren't many laughs, and like I said, it is so well written that the laughs just seem to flow in nicely, so I don't have a problem with that. And don't go thinking that he's the comic relief for this movie because he really isn't. In fact, he has a really emotional speech just at the end of this movie, which I will not spoil for those of you who have not yet seen it. But I thought it was a great speech that was so powerfully delivered by Alan Rickman. My only real issue with this movie is that it feels like they're really stretching the runtime. I mean, it keeps flip-flopping between doing it and not doing it and different characters so much that it really feels like they're trying to pull the runtime out to be a feature-length movie. It makes me think that if they hadn't stretched this out, could this have been like an hour-long special on TV? But overall, guys, this movie is incredibly tense with fantastic performances. Helen Mirren and Alan Rickman steal the show. They are both flawless in this movie. It is very well written, it is very well directed, and so I'm going to give Eye in the Sky 4 stars. Now, I did go to see Eye in the Sky with my friend Sam Bates, who you may remember from my Grimsby review, and unfortunately due to some personal issues at home he couldn't be here to film the review with me, but I worked my way around it and I did record him at Cineworld after the movie, so here's his take.
I've just seen this movie with Josh, Eye in the Sky. I thought it was absolutely incredible. Seriously, I was on the edge of my seat during this movie. It completely showed action, it showed complete tension. You saw amazing acting from all the cast of it. And it's like, basically, in my opinion, if you had to make a decision, and it was like the hardest decision that you've ever had to make, and that decision could either cost you someone's life or cost you a complete disaster. And it was really, really good. I thought the cast were amazing. Helen Mirren gave an incredible performance as Colonel Catherine. Alan Rickman, again, amazing as the General. Aaron Paul gave an incredible performance as Steve Watts. Barkhad Abdi, who plays Jama. Some of you will know this actor from Captain Phillips. He played one of the convicts that took over the boat. Again, in this movie, he plays he's part of the agency, plays a secret spy. He's really, really good in this movie as well. And surprisingly, I didn't know about this, But Iain Glen, which most of you know is from Game of Thrones, he plays one of the soldiers that helps Daenerys. If you've seen Game of Thrones, it's really, really good. And I think he played an amazing role as the Foreign Secretary. I don't know if this is Alan Rickman's final performance, but I must say, if it is, this is the performance to me that honours his memory and sends him off before he died, which is really good. And again, this film will literally have you crying with emotion because the twists in it are brilliant. So yeah, if you haven't seen this movie yet, please watch it. I will give this film, to me, this film is 5 stars. The only one fault I could say on it would be the fact that it did show too much of the life of the politicians before they made a decision. I wasn't really interested in that. I wanted to know what the decision was. But again, I did like the way it kept you hung on to find out what was going to happen. So yeah, it was brilliant.
So, Eye in the Sky, have you guys seen it yet? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share the video with your friends, that'll help my channel out a lot. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one.